Good evening, and welcome to the Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the Changeling Vein specifically. It's a scene for my favorite, the Dark Candy Adhene. Those terrible little chimera veins on some planes. Those terrible little chimera that create nightmares, the origins of intellectual evil, and just fear of death in general. So our scene will start in a place called Mist. This is familiar to the changelings, of course, because it's they're sort of the greatest protection, but also quite a dangerous place to be in just on your own. When they descend on Earth, of course, they protect human minds from what has just occurred. They protect changelings from punishment a lot of times, but they're wild, just like the rest of the dreaming. So if you enter into their territory and you stay, then who knows what you might find. Recently, and I say recently, I mean the last couple of years, of course, when if you were pushing back from the far dreaming more into the near dreaming, it's become a place where he want to shelter, want to cover, to do some of their darkest work against the other children of dreaming. This is the place where the smaller chimera prey upon, and some great ones too. We will begin our scene here. God, I'm full. Suppose I have to move now. Is somebody here?
No, we are not here.
But show yourself.
And
Show yourself before I get creative.
and a woman steps out from amongst the mists and such around, and she has white feathers, and she's very avian and very clearly not changeling. And we are not here to cause problems.
Rather rough-looking puka, aren't you? Have I seen you before?
Depends on how active you are in the New Yorks.
Not talking about New York. Have I seen you before?
It is possible. I've been many places.
You're gonna give me some shit for eating? And she points to this mangled body. It had feathers, wherever it was. And something that looks like a pink balloon. That's popped.
No,
Good. What are you doing here? Is it a little dangerous for you?
I like to get out and wander home. I miss it.
Home. Taranar's that way.
Tarinar is not my home.
But you did look a little rough. Oh my gorgeous, what are you?
Fourth,
Those are the protected cattle. Pleased to see you. I, too, am one, although not of your tribe, it looks like. A bit too many feathers for me. For scales. And on a forked tongue, leaves her mouth. Well, come, sister, are you hungry? There's probably still a little bit of glamour left in this thing. Although I wouldn't leave it for too much longer. The dreaming is greedy and we'll take it back very quickly.
No, I have recently fed.
Very good. I hear so many stories of our kind starving in the streets of New York. It's tragic. Stupid and tragic. Well,
You must you must be careful and choose your meals wisely.
I try. It's a bit out of hand sometimes. But I try. Tell me, where is home for you then?
It is much deeper, at least it was. It has not been in a while.
Was it destroyed?
Yes, I have been out too long and some of it is very fuzzy, but I know that the Furbolgs attacked our home.
Oh, that is some time ago. Yes, after the War of Treaties, they weren't so well controlled anymore. A lot of stupid things. So I gather that you don't go to the Crystal Maze cities?
No,
Hmm. It's a pity. I mean, it's good to find the oddities of dreaming there, but it's not for everybody. Certainly not for the mixed breeds.
they are very peculiar.
They are. So hard figuring out the differences. Don't get me wrong, I still hate just about all of them, but a couple of them keep their word.
Some are honorable.
I don't know if I'd go that far. There's this Barrett, Barrett, Barrett. Um, yeah, foreigner type of sheep keeps his word. There's a few others that try.
I have not met this Varich. I have met Forshi, I think. Yes.
I've met a lot of them, and you can talk, and you can spend a good hour or two, but I never quite feel like I'm getting through to them, like I'm changing their mindset, especially when they come to me and they want to deal with Adhene. But that marriage there, um, he actually listened. He followed what I told him, and well, meant a lot. There's Adhene that are on his the human lands or whatever. Um, that pretend place that all the humans live in. Um, yeah, he owns a little bit of it or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I think I know how they divvied it up by now, but anyways, he's got a heme crawling around there, of course. But he's actually done well. He's kept them alive, and whether they realize it or not, they've listened to him.
Interesting. I have not heard of this.
What's your name?
Ona.
Oh no.
Yes.
What's that mean?
The shifting feathers.
I like it. Shifting feathers. I have no one.
I have heard of you.
Can't have been that bad.
Actually, the Estrella spoke highly of you.
Oh, it's another she. Estrella tries very hard. Her family are the sort that slaughtered all of us, though, so do keep that in mind all the time.
I know.
Horrors beyond my comprehension.
And we are the monsters.
To be fair, though, I think the only reason that I don't have that running through my blood is that there don't really enough humans to think about such a large-scale genocide. There wasn't even different races of humans back then. Given time, I'm sure. What do you remember the last time you were on the human lands? Like, not recently, but before everything.
There was a war. People from Europe were attacking the Middle East. A crusade, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you lasted on Earth longer than I did. Shit, last thing I remember is some bullshit in Ireland. Took me a long time to figure out it was Ireland, but yeah. No, I've been doing a little bit of research with well, he's gone now. He must have died. Another she. I can't find his mind anymore, so I assume that's what happened to him. But I was doing some history research with him, and those are the Crusades. Yes, about 500 years after what I'm talking about. So well done, you.
I don't remember much. Going back to the Grey World is it's made things fuzzy. I'm trying to remember, and when she says that, she reaches up and clutches a necklace she's wearing. I'm trying to remember, but there's so much that I've forgotten.
Let me do perception empathy. Why is only one dice?
I see 7.
Oh, okay, so you can see this. Okay, any little extra bits I can glean from that? What's up the necklace there?
If you are familiar with oneiromancy, it could be a dream crystal.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm familiar with it. Interesting. Yummy.
Maybe she's taken and stored memories of her own there. And there's just a lot of them to go through to remember.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to distress you. I can see this is bringing up some difficult things.
I just don't like forgetting.
It will come back, but I don't want to remember everything. You've lived a long time. It means you've lost a lot.
And she looks sad and kind of nods.
Something these babies don't understand. Oh, something annoying about them. Do you know that they reincarnate?
Yes, yes, I remember being told that.
Oh, okay, they hid it from me like it was some big secret, but eventually somebody spilled the beans. And it's because they wanted to get in by loincloth, so really nothing about humanity has ever changed. Yeah, no, I don't really understand how it happens, but when they die, they reincarnate into some other form, um, but they originate back on Earth. The human lands there.
That is miserable.
Well, is it any less miserable than eternal life? Pathos.
Eternal life, you can learn, you can grow, you can see everything as it changes. To be reborn, they forget. I know they forget. Amujzaya told me. They forget and they have to start over. Some never remember, or remember just the name. To be like that, to truly forget who you are and what you are forever, over and over, that is meaningless.
So, would you would you say that your life has a lot of meaning right now? Do you have a purpose?
I am learning. I am always learning.
Learning, yes, but that's something one of those little mixed breeds could answer. No, by your own volition and your own admission, what you would need to separate yourself from these mixed breeds is a goal. What's your goal?
I want to find. I want to not be alone.
All right then.
At least that is what I am seeking right now.
Please don't tell me you're one of those Adhene that wants to have children.
No,
Yeah, okay. You can kind of give that up.
no, I do not want children. I want a mate. I want companion.
Uh, well, there's not many of us running around, even less that are Fuoth. Mm. Oh, no, you're not, not one of those humans. Not one of those mixed things.
They do not. They cannot come and stay here, especially in deeper. That would be a short solution.
It would be. And as for the humans, The Aeonites have stories about taking them away and driving them mad. Um, and I'm sorry, as for myself, I've lost appetite for those things a very long time ago.
I'm just tired of being alone.
Well, simple companionship. For fourth, we make loyal friends. Until death. I could certainly be your friend.
I would like that. I would like that much.
Just to clarify something, though, because I did wonder what are your dealings with the roommates?
I have met Estrella, and I think the Count Castile, I think he is a lunar, on the Malgrim.
Magram. Hmm. He is reprehensible. The rumors say that he's seen his own death, and that's why he's so bitter. I just think he's a jackass.
People have told me that he tends to hate our kind, and yet he is always nice to me.
And you're being deceived. You're not thinking about mating yourself with one of those she. Have you heard of one of? Did you hear about that poor Fuath girl?
Which one?
Part of a Kappa tribe. Um, Sort of like me. They're vaguely reptilian. She was married off to some she, or I don't know the specifics. The arrangement sounds very odd to me, but I think, well, it went horrible, and there are lots of dead changelings. So I don't think the current changeling attitude towards changelings and Adhene pairing off would be very favorable, especially with she.
Probably not. No, he isn't. She. Estrella is not one that I would pair off with. And not Mogram, he is with Lenny, and he is just weird. And I've only seen the Count once, and I think he thinks I was Puka.
Well, I thought you were a puka. Ugh. Oh, the count. Yes, that's the marriage I was talking about. Unless there's more counts. How many counts do they have? Oh, Jesus.
She shrugs unknowingly. No, I have met the Count twice. Once was in a bar, and then he invited everybody, including me, and Kalash to a ball at his estate.
He's clever, but there is an ego there. I'm sorry, I need to pause this.
Mm-hmm.
So
and Ismay thinks about his cleverness. He is a count, someone of rank in changeling society. She wonders if they earn their ranks or if they're just given. She doesn't know how their system of rank works.
Oh, also, Logrum hates him.
Mogrim does not seem to like many people.
No. Rumor has it it's because he has no dick. Feel free to
Perhaps
spin
I
that
would.
one around.
I will see what others say.
Yeah, you should discuss it frequently. Let's see. What other she?
The only other she that I have met is Zander.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar with him. He prefers men. So I'm not very worried about you pairing up with him anyways.
No. If I were to pair off with one of their kind, I would probably pair off with Diva.
Honestly, I don't think you... This is dangerous. If you don't believe me, ask around about that Kappa story, but things can end poorly, and you'll find that prejudices run deep. Even if you find somebody that's very open and accepting, the mixed breeds won't be. Moreover, our own kind will not be. We have very long memories, and we remember the Tesseract conflict, the War of Trees. We remember the Second Crusade. We remember Duke Guile. So think about that. We have a very long life to lead, and I don't think it should be filled with that much strife.
That is true.
That said, though, it does rather seem that we've been put back into this land of humans without much guiding force. What do you know of the Norns?
Have they who?
The Norns.
Very little.
You were never a
I
priestess?
no.
Hmm. Me neither. Wish I had been. At least I know a little bit more now. But one of the things I think I miss most when I'm in this land of humans is how lacking in purpose we have. I mean, just about anything could happen, and it could mean everything or it could mean nothing. It's very confusing. Whereas when I was in my homelands, if something happened, then it was meant to be. There was a certain guiding destiny. And the Norns, from what I can glean, are destiny and fate and all of that embodied to the Adhene and to the dreaming. And for my tribe at least, that's why we always stayed far away from the Miore. We were intimidated. And I don't say that lightly, I'm not intimidated by much. But they could see our whole future. See, that rumor about Logrum is true. He's seen his own death, and that's why he's so upset. Of course that would make him upset. That would make anybody upset, that sort of knowledge. So you stay away from the Miore. They might tell you something. They might influence something. They might curse you. But I'm trying to find them now so I can started my path to go to the Temple of the Norns, which is in a deep dreaming. It's very far away. I'm hoping the Norns guiding us. To either find some sort of purpose in the land of the humans, or else to ask Dogda, the good father, Donna, if I can't get Dogda. I suppose one should not be picky when we're looking for gods. What we're supposed to do. Anyways, that's my goal. That's my purpose, and that's what I'm telling myself separates myself from these mixed breeds and gives my very long life some meaning.
When you go, if you want company, I will go with you.
Damn fucking straight. I was wondering if I should just formally ask you, but wasn't sure if this would scare you away. Yes, I have tried to rope in some changelings, but there's like a good chance that they'll die along the way. They are not equipped for how we're going to travel. We'll be using the paths of Valor. And when we can't find a path, then we'll be cutting through, which is arguably more dangerous.
Perhaps we can bring Kalash. He is a warrior. He is Furbog, but he is a warrior.
What?
Kalash? He is a Furbog.
Really?
He is wandering in New York.
Really? And he's a warrior. And he survived.
Yes, he killed the what is it called? A Leonardo DiCaprio. He took his head and placed it on a spike. I'm not sure what a Leonardo DiCaprio is, but he did it. I saw him take the head myself.
Do you have anything that belongs to this Kalash? Anything I can track him down with? Where might I find him?
He told me how to get a hold of him. He is teaching me the Autumn Way.
Oh. Okay. And you can use this as guidance to find him?
He has a place that the body he tends to use right now is working. Something like a dance instructor, I think he says.
Now, how violent is he? Warrior type. I mean, you expect a certain violence, but if I anger him, is he going to outright attack me?
He has not outright attacked me,
Or
and I have the slave branded of his people.
What? Oh, you want a slave?
Yes, when they took our village, many died. I lived, but I was one of their slaves.
Do you have any children when you were a slave?
Not that I remember.
Okay. So, did his particular tribe imprison you?
I am not entirely sure which tribe he's.
Mm, okay. And I suppose
He
you wouldn't really be forthcoming with that.
he mentions green forests and stuff whenever he talks about it.
That's not a crystal maze. That could be anywhere, though. Okay. Well, he's not a city for a block, and I suppose that makes sense given that he's a warrior. Okay. Um,
He is a warlord, not just a warrior.
oh, so he can organize. So as he tried to attack you, um, irritating question to ask, but I want to be prepared. Has he tried to force you?
No, he has not seen that I have the brand.
What?
He has not attacked me. He has been always met.
Okay.
We have always seen each other in public, or the few times he has been teaching me the art.
Okay. Okay, so he can control it in public. Well, that's a valuable tool for his type to have a lot to not have that, and they're in prison right now. Yes, I would definitely like to meet him. Um, you, of course, would be very valuable in navigating the training. A warrior and a warlord. I would add some prestige and credibility to what I'm trying to do.
Yes, the gods would take it much better, having more that you have gathered for these.
Well, yes, I know how these quest narratives go. We need a strong male lead. He could be the hero. Now I'm just going to figure out which one of us is supposed to be the damsel in distress. I don't want it to be me.
I can be damsel in distress.
Alright, I'll go off. Well, alright, we should arrange for time for the three of us to meet. Very interesting. I did not know that they were any articulate warriors. Probably about you, well,
He has been in New York about as long as I have.
and you said that you've been here several months.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get moving before some horrible monster comes out of this mess and tries to eat me. Um, it's just you do too. Oh, God, I feel like I've eaten 5 pounds worth of glamour. It's going straight to my waistline.
How will I contact you?
Although, honey, I thought you knew. Nothing? No? Okay. Well, you may know it's hell, but the library in Brooklyn,
Okay.
Brooklyn Library. Yeah, if you do just put anything in there, you can contact me that way.
Okay.
And because there's not usually many people there, it works well.
When the,
All right, I'm gonna get going. Good luck out there.
you too.
And as she retreats further and further back into the mist, sure enough, you look down to where she was devouring that poor little creature earlier. It's completely gone. The dreaming has indeed taken back its own.
And Ismay watches her go. Part of her still slightly nervous that this snake, this reptilian woman was so close and could have easily attacked her, but she didn't. She proved that being Fuoth gives you some small bit of security with each other, and she then quickly takes off on her own back into the dreaming and back to where she feels safer. And with that, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Good night.